What's going on here? Zonk the Cat. Like, share, subscribe, especially the like button and the subscribe button. Yeah, I'm a very small channel, so hitting the like button really helps. So, if you're gonna play Car Mechanic 2018, this is basically what it is, but it's for the PS4. You're going to want to level up to get the shop this big, so you can have the workbench, you can have the tire changing machine and the tire balancer, you can have the engine hoist, the welder to fix body work, the battery charger, so basically you never run out of batteries. Case in point, my inventory is filled with batteries because those things, you just buy those things non-stop when you're actually starting the game. You have the interior toolkit, you have the paint shop, and you have the dyno. So when you're done tuning your car, you can throw it on the dyno and, well, find out how much horse it's got from, you know, where you picked it up at. Only thing is, you can't dyno a customer car. This is a customer car. So, how to level up without doing constant engines and stupid shit all the time. So, level up quickly. Pick up transmission work. Not suspension work, not muffler work, not brake work, just transmission work. Over and over and over, and yes, it's tedious, it's a pain in the ass, but just pick up transmission work. It pays really well, especially if you get the right car. Like the Royale GTR, which is a ripoff of basically a Mercedes GTR with the gull-wing doors. The Mayan M8s, another good one to go with. Expensive ass car when you go to the car salon, which is this game's dealer. Oh god, it's got Indiana plates on it. I thought it was Pennsylvania there for a second. I was about to throw this car out the door. Pennsylvania, New Jersey cars, I just don't work on them at all. So I always check the license plates. If it says Pennsylvania or New Jersey, I just toss it out the door. I refuse to work on them. My own personal hatred for each state. Not for the people in the state, just the state themselves. So don't get mad. So say this car is worth about 200 and some grand at the car salon. It's worth about 150,000, 100 to 150,000 at auction. And this is what you want to look for: the big V8 engine. If it's got the V8 engine with a dual overhead cam and possibly the supercharger, it's going to be worth a boatload doing the transmission on it. So, case in point, let's do the transmission on this one. Let's try and power through it real quick. Okay, so it's got 4 parts that need to be done. So that's probably... let's take a look at that transmission real quick. Because if I need to replace the Nope, transmission's fine. This is not rust. This brown crap here is to simulate damage. And that looks fine. So it looks like it just needs a flywheel, a clutch, pressure plate, and the throwout bearing. So let's get this thing on the lift. And pretty much none of these cars you can fix anything. I mean, you can fix a lot, but when it comes to the transmissions and the flywheel and all that shit, you can't fix the stuff like that. But it don't take long once you level up, and I'm glad to prove it to you. So you gotta take off drive shaft, zoom in here, take off starter, take off transmission. God, I wish it was this freaking easy. I really do. Okay, throwout bearing, pressure plate, clutch, flywheel. Go into your tablet, hit your shortcut, fly, then hit that, buy that, because you can't fix it no matter how much the game says you can, you can't. Okay, so you go up to clutch, which is short. You know, just use shortcuts on this game. You don't need to, you know, spell the whole word. And then buy that, buy that, buy that. Now you go into part mount, install, install. Yes, I know I already had some in there. That's for other projects. Oop. Make sure you highlight it. Install. Back up a bit. Make sure you install a starter motor. Install the drive shaft. And it took you a grand total of what? 3 minutes? Now, if you had to replace the transmission, you could have charged a hell of a lot more. But you only spent $713. You get an extra $756 task bonus plus a $504 job bonus. So you're making $2,071. When you're first starting out at this game, that is actually a decent money. You're not going to be walking away with a lot of money. I'm going to tell you that right now. But you can walk away with a decent amount. Most of these I won't even do, really. I do not like doing suspension work. It's one of my loathed things on this game, especially with the story cars, because they don't tell you jack on what you got to do. And most of them come in not running, so you can't stick them on the test path to find out. And everything has to be done to 100% standard. I don't like doing suspension parts because, God, the crap you got to go through, and I just don't feel like doing it. In the beginning, sure, why not? See, Bentley T-Series. What's pissing me off about this is I have the freaking DLC for the Bentley, but I have not seen a Bentley GT W Speed, and that's what's supposed to come with this freaking map pack, well, this DLC. I haven't seen it yet. But like I said, just do transmissions and body work over and over and over and over, and you will light that shit up. Here you go, right there is a GTR. Let's get that in here real quick. Let's show you how much you can make just doing body work and shit and brakes. So what do we got here? Of course, they don't tell you jack. Don't need to. Loud exhaust. That's a lot of shit right there. Yeah, okay. So restore it to factory color. You don't have to do really any body work. So let's take it into the paint booth. Let's go run. This is a customer's car. This is Zonda. Zonda R, actually. Zonda Revolution. So hit the factory color, which is L1, and then hit paint. $1,000. Okay, there you go. I wish it was that easy in real life. Trust me, I have painted cars before. It is not that fun. It is not that easy either. All imperfections show up in the paint. Okay, so... oh God, look at that. Whoa, man, I couldn't deal with that. Okay, so brake problems. Instantly right off the bat, you've got ABS problem. So let's take that off. Take the ABS pump off. Power booster looks fine. They call it the servo for some reason. The hell if I could figure out why. Okay, so let's get it in the air. Why this thing has a two-stage thing, I have no idea. But I mean, who cares? Let's get the wheels off. Well, front ones anyway. I know that's not realistic, shut up. Oop. Wrong thing. Brake caliper. That's screwed. The brake pad looks okay. Rotor's crap. Okay, so let's go to the other side. Now the hell with backing out of it, you know. Pad's screwed. That's down to 29%. And the rotor's screwed. No, you cannot resurface rotors on this game for some stupid reason. I have no idea why. Let's move over here. Take the wheel off. You just see right off the bat, you know, anything brown, like heavy brown, like this rotor and that exhaust pipe, it's busted. Brown is not necessarily rusty. It just means it's damaged on this game. I don't know why. Pad's screwed. Caliper's fine. 17% on the pads and 14% on the rotor. So, come on. Let's get over to the other side. Caliper's screwed. Pad's screwed. That's screwed. So is that. So, let's go in here. Now, I'm not going to need to buy calipers, and I'll show you why here in a second. Go to BR. Okay, so you cannot fix any rotors or pads in the game. Discs, depending on where you're at in the world. So, you're always going to have to buy these parts and pads too. So, I think, hell with it, just buy 4 pads. I can't be bothered. So, what you're going to want to do is come over here. I normally have these cars all the way up in the air just so I can walk under them, so I don't have to walk around them. This is why. There you go. Okay, so go to part mount, zoom in here. Throw that up on there. Yeah. Throw that on there. Throw this on here. Just as long as it's a good caliper, it doesn't have to be the caliper that came off the car. I keep a stock of these damn things. So I take them off of other cars and they work on every single car except for the Bentley Continental GT. That one has different pads and rotors as far as I know. I know it has different calipers on it. So, and down we go. And throw pads on, throw calipers on. Now, a single piston caliper on a car like this, I call bullshit. Because if it mimics the freaking original GTR with the or the Goldwyn Mercedes, that's what this car is supposed to mimic or make it look like, single piston caliper, that's a load of shit. That car had 8 piston calipers on it. I know that for a fact. Alright, so let's check our list here. Oh no, brake. Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. ABS pump. Okay, so while the car's in the air, dismount. Let's take that off. What is that anyway? An exhaust pipe. Yep, that's what it is. Okay. So let's go to exhaust. Two. Let's go to mid. All shortcuts. Just one. I think it needs cats too. No, I'm not sure. Come here, buddy. Yeah, let's just buy 2 cats. So, don't have a shortcut up. No cat, damn it. Okay, so buy 2 cats. And what is this? Front exhaust pipe V8. And you gotta make sure you buy the right one, or you're gonna be doing stupid shit for a while. And you're gonna just drive yourself absolutely nuts. See how it says front exhaust pipe B V8? No, we need front exhaust pipe V8. Make sure you get the right ones, or they'll drive you batshit. I know, when I first started this game, I did the same damn shit. Just bought the first thing that I saw that said front exhaust pipe. Because I figured, you know, what the hell? You know, it's a freaking front exhaust pipe. It's the same damn thing. No, it's not. Not on this game. If you want to make money on this game, you have to be very, very specific. Unfreaking fortunately. Now watch me miss that freaking metal exhaust pipe. Well, you know, watch me want it to replace it. That, you know, kind of sucks. Okay, so loud exhaust. Yeah, I have a feeling it wants me to get rid of that freaking thing. I don't know though. Let me get up into the engine bay. I guess not, huh? Let me check the headers. Yeah, the headers are fine. Yeah, it's that freaking one right there. Bye-bye. Get back in there. Let me get the mid out again. Never heard it called a mid muffler. Of course, then again, I work on nothing but old cars all the time, so there's no such thing as a middle muffler for me. So, break that down for you. That should have taken care of the brakes. And, well, not yet. Well, that's taking care of the exhaust problem. So, we get in here, light this up. What the hell? Oh, for God's sake. Ooh. Okay, so maybe not. I thought I had that fixed. Nope. Shortcut. Really? I don't want to have to buy the other one if I don't have to. Oh, it fixed the module, but it didn't fix the pump. Yeah, if they're too far gone, it won't fix it. Okay, so that's done. That's done. That's done. That's a $7,000 job. You spend $3,500, and it'll give you a little over 100 skill points, and it leveled me up. So, like I said, transmissions, and the more the expensive the car, the more the customer is going to pay. So work on, you know, getting the DLCs for it, especially these cars, the hypercars. Pagani Huayra Tempesta, and the Zonda Revolution. This is going to cost them out the ning-nang. Oh yeah, it's got body parts that need to be done too. Front clamshell, yeah. Hard to control, yeah, that's a suspension issue. Actually, it's not probably going to be all that bad, to tell you the truth. Let's see here. Yep, there it is, right there. Suspension control linkage, inner tie rod end, outer tie rod end, and that fixes that problem. Sometimes it's really easy to spot on the suspension problems, but sometimes not with this car, because this car just doesn't have a frame. This car, on the other hand, has a subframe under it. See the subframe here? And you can miss just one of these freaking rubber bushings or frame mounts. To a mechanic, it's a frame mount. They call it a rubber bushing, whatever. Same thing. And if you're not careful and you don't know really what to look for, you're not a mechanic and you don't do this stuff on a regular in your real life, outside of video games, and you're not really knowing what you're looking for, it will drive you absolutely out of your mind, because you will have that one thing that is keeping you from doing it. And this is another thing about these engines. When you're rebuilding these engines and you have to do the distributor, you'll put the whole freaking thing together, the whole engine, put the oil in it and everything, and you go to sell the car, and guess what? You can't start it, you can't move it, you can't sell it, because what? One thing. These little bastards right here. Clip B. And there's two of them, one there and one on the back, because you forgot to put those two little bastards on the car. You can't sell it, you can't do anything with it unless those are on the car. So, yeah, and they will drive you nuts. Sometimes the game will tell you, sometimes it won't. Especially those little rubber bushings. They won't tell you. Alright, that's the video. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Have a good weekend.